Hey guys, Glockster42. Third time trying to shoot this video. Alright, I have been building some vehicles lately, mainly 124 scale, or is it 125th? 124th, 125th scale, 4x4s, like my trucks. Not a big car guy, I like my trucks. I think you guys seen the one on my right. I did a video on that one. The Ford on the left, I'm not quite done yet. I still need a little bit of weathering and some detail painting, and we'll get a video on that. But what I like to do in my trucks is put big mud tires on them. You know, lift kits, mud tires, that's why I like to look at trucks. But it's tough to find tires. It really is tough to find good aftermarket 4x4 tires. So on this one here, you see the one on the right, the old Ford on the right is wearing Revell Jeep Wrangler tires. I think they're directional Mickey Thompson Baja ATs, maybe MTs. Anyway, they're a really nice tire wheel combo from that kit. So I made some resin copies of them, casted them up on my own just to use. You know, I've got a few of these to throw on other vehicles. Now this one on the left, the mid-80s Ford, are actually tires from Tamiya's Mitsubishi Montero 24 scale, and they're really nice kits. They're really nice tires. So I cast up. I made multiple castings of them, and it's kind of a pain in the butt because casting material's tough to find in this city and province and all the rest of that stuff. So I was like, oh geez, I'd really like to find some good quality aftermarket tires. So I went looking, and you know what? Good quality aftermarket resin tires or any type of tires are really tough to find. They don't ship to Canada, they're incredibly expensive, or they want more for shipping than they actually want for the product. So finally on eBay, I found a set like, wow, those look good. They were $17 a set Canadian for 4. So I said, wow, those look great. There are four of them. So what we've got here is they're a nice size, a good size mud tire. They've got really aggressive. They're like a very aggressive super swamper size tire. And so I like, wow, 2 sets of those. The guy said, limited production, order now. So I ordered 2 sets, and gosh, with shipping and money exchange, it came out to damn near 70 bucks Canadian. Like, oh, that's a lot. But you know what? I can make casts. So when I got them, we opened up the package. I'm like, oh, there's a huge gap in between the rim and the tire. Like, you know what? I can live with that. So I just sealed that up with a little bit of Vallejo plastic putty. It's not perfect. It needs to be cleaned up. And I was like, wow, okay, well, there's no sidewall detail. There's no names, but boy, those are nice aggressive tires. And then I turned them over. Yeah, check it out, boys. All of them. Just like that. No back hub detail whatsoever. Now I guess I could just drill them out and put an axle shaft in them, but you know what? When you got a lift on them, you can see the inside of the tires. So now I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. I may have to make a cast, flip it over, use one of the hub from a factory kit, and try and figure out how to do that. Now what the gentleman did, and he's no longer listing on eBay, so I'm kind of SOL. What he did is he made the mold. He put the original master like this, put the resin mold, put the rubber over top, flipped it up, and then just poured in direct, not giving any rear detail at all. Whereas all he would have had to have done is put his tire in a mold like this, put a block. In fact, I used an old Lego block on these, a little bit of hot glue in there, built out my rubber mold, poured the rubber mold over top of it, let it cure, and then just popped it out like this. And then you have the master with the resin mold block on it, and boom, Bob's your uncle. You're going to have a nice inside, interior, exterior molded tire. But this silly ass bastard decided to do it cheap and cheerful and quick. And the way he had these set up, he had 3 tires stacked on each other, and then one like this with the picture. So wow, you're looking like, wow, what a great looking set of tires. Yeah, not so much. So moral behind the story is, boys, be careful when you order from eBay. He had a reasonably good selling profile. Like he had high marks, but I'm not sure if his other customers expected rear detail or not. I kind of did. And maybe this was a one-off for him that he just couldn't have been bothered doing back hub detail. So if anybody has an idea of how to fix that, let me know. We got lots more on the way, boys. Take care later.